Miser, aka Kimball. So, ironically, the day after I posted the 10th video of the 10 video challenge, my mentor who put this challenge up, the Economic Ninja, had asked that for the 10th video, that those of us that were doing it to do the 10th video talking about anything we learned from this, some of the challenges of doing it. And so this is my recap video that would have been the 10th video if the timing had worked out a little better. He realized that he kind of messed that up a little bit. Obviously, as you've seen these, some of the people that are doing these videos for the first time have never done any kind of YouTube content before. And so, they're doing very simple, from a production standpoint, a very simple video with just using your cell phone. There's something to be said for that. Obviously, I've got a little bit more experience on at least some base editing, whatnot. So that on that side, it made it a little bit easier for me. And in fact, I may do a video at some point just with some of the tools that I use. Obviously, I'm not near professional. I put myself at low end professional. I grew up in the movie industry, but doing special effects. But I've learned video editing over the years. My first career was in theater, doing lighting and sound, and so I know a bunch about sound. I know a bunch about projection. When I'm behind a camera, actually moving, doing the shooting, I know how to frame and stuff like that. This is a little different because it's just sit on a tripod or some kind of mount and forget it. But I also obviously know some softwares to use to give at least a little bit of a polish to it. I spoke before about I've used Fiverr for some apps, for some companies to build logos and whatnot, because I'm not a graphic artist. I can do some tricks, but creating content from scratch is not my forte with graphics at all. So years ago, I paid Fiverr to create my Light Miser logo that I use on the videos, and a separate logo that I have, or it's an icon that I have with my account. And then obviously I paid someone to build the YouTube subscribe button, pop up. And then I messed with that. You can see how ugly my job is on that, because again, not my forte, but I forgot that I'd built that years ago when I only had 72 or 75, whatever number, subscribers, and I've gone past that. Not a whole lot, because I've been bad about posting regularly. That is one thing. If you do want to build up, like what the Ninjas talked about, building up a huge subscriber base, you need to be posting regularly. That was part of the whole idea behind doing the 10 videos in 10 days, is getting you used to doing videos regularly. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be every day, but I'd say at least 3 days a week. But you got to be consistent with it. And that was one of the other challenges that I had, was after about the first 4 or 5 videos, figuring out what content to put up next, what to do the video about. That's the challenge that any content creator has on the YouTube platform. I think I heard a number like there's 500,000 hours of video content uploaded every day on YouTube. Well, trying to stay relevant, trying to stay interesting, you have that issue of trying to create new content. I was listening to an interview today with Stephan Graham. If you ever listen to his podcast, in his shows, it's great. And he's got the Iced Coffee Hour, where they interview people primarily in business. A lot of very interesting interviews, and I can't remember who it was they're interviewing today. Another podcaster who's really huge. I mean, this guy had interviewed President Trump a few weeks back. Anyway, in that interview, this guy was talking about shifts that he's seen in the 10 plus years that he's been doing videos. And, he said that there was a lot of content creators, right, that were making a good living off of this election we just went through. But these guys he's predicting you're going to see a big shift over the next few months, where people just aren't that interested in a lot of this single person political analysis, because we're through the election now. And so he predicts a lot of these guys will combine together with other podcasters in the same sphere to keep themselves relevant. And that's the tough part, is figuring out what to film next, what to do to keep yourself relevant. Ninja, a lot of his content is focused on what the news items are, and he's really good at predicting future market trends. And so his don't get quite as goofy that way. One of the guys I've watched for years just for fun is Cletus McFarlane, because I'm also into cars. But and he started out doing building drag cars that he would actually race, and he still does that. But he's also stretched out in a lot of different areas just to make sure he has continual content coming in. So to me, that's the biggest challenge, is figuring out what the content's going to be. What am I going to record next? That obviously I'm at a loss for what to speak on next, because I wasn't anticipating making this video until I'd seen Ninja talking about it earlier today. So anyway, I'll link up to Graham Norton, the Norton Show, the Ice Coffee Hour, and if I can find the specific video I was watching today, I'll put that in there as well, because I think it's an interesting discussion about halfway through. The first part's all about politics, but of where they believe the market trend's going to go to over the next year to 2 years for podcasting. I think it was very insightful. And of course, also link up to Economic Ninja and the challenge that he put out there for this, the 10 videos plus this one. So, as always, if you're so inclined, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and do the notification. And till later, we'll talk to you later.